and 245, the Baker's Lodge. They were formed in the last century. Their meetings are still held on Saturday evenings when there is no need for the early start next morning that bakery workers have during the week. Cave Hill Flute Band. Lodge 633, Old Boyne Island Heroes. They were formed by shipyard workers in the last century during the Industrial Revolution. The island part of the name of being, of course, the Queen's Island. Coming up, the Agnes Street Presbyterian Church Fellowship, with Agnes Street Presbyterian Church on their banneret. They were formed 37 years ago from the old Boys Brigade Association attached to the church. And now the Angelo Davison Memorial Lodge, 603. Another very old lodge. It was formed in Belfast in the last century. I think perhaps some of the younger spectators getting a little restless. A slight halt in the proceedings, but we're moving again now with Albert Total Abstinence, 634 passing us now. Albert Hall, Albert Street Presbyterian Church, that is, on the banner. And approaching us, the Argyle Temperance Flute Band. And a rather unusual touch here, the Glockenspiel, gentleman playing that. First time I've seen that this year, although I think I remember seeing him last year, perhaps. Lodge 1045, Sir Robert Baird Memorial Temperance, and this is Queen Victoria on the banner of Lodge 700, the Queen Victoria Temperance, another one founded by shipyard workers in the middle of the last century. And the 36 Ulster Division Memorial Lodge. They have the three flags, the Union Jack, the Battle Honour and the Royal Standard. An army background, formed in England in 1915 originally. And the Camlachie Flute Band from Glasgow. With Lodge 1242 Glencairn. Now St. Columba's Church Defenders. St. Columba's Church on the Ballygomartin Road, in the centre of their banner. It's a fairly new lodge, formed just over 20 years ago. And this is 1339, the Christian Crusaders. Behind them, another of the Scottish bands. Now, this is the Green Gears Thistle Flute Band from Ayrshire, who won the prize last year for the best visiting band. 1892 with them, the Prince Albert Temperance. It was formed in 1889. And then we have 1880 with the Banneret. That's the Ulster Lodge. It was formed in the early years of the present century during the Home Rule crisis. Foundation members were all from the Shankill Road area. And now, 1891, the Ballysillan Lodge. This is the elder one of the two lodges from Ligoniel, formed in 1865 by brethren who worked in the Catcairn Quarry in Ligoniel. (1891). This is the Prince of Orange Flute Band, belonging to the Lodge 1922, the Prince of Orange Temperance Lodge. Another one lucky enough to have their own band. Lodge was formed in 1899, and it's probably the largest in the district. And as I say, one of the few that can boast its own band. 1990, Star of Brunswick, formed 112 years ago in Hillsborough. The lodge ties have the coat of arms of the old German Royal House of Brunswick, from whom it takes its name. And now we move into number 4 district from Clifton Street, the colour party out in front. First of their bands is the Blue Star accordion. And the City Hall on the banner of 1197, the City Temperance Lodge. The York Road and Shore Road Estate Lodge, 1251. Shankill Star Flute Band. With Lodge 592, the Ark of Freedom Temperance, founded in 1913, originally known as the Killyman Volunteers. And now number 7, the Eldon Lodge. This was founded in Higginson's Hotel in Donegal Street on the 13th of July, 1829. It was later reformed in 1830 and named in honour of Lord Chancellor Eldon. Mr. John Taylor, the MP, is a member of this lodge, as are 3 former Lord Mayors of Belfast. Now the Benview Girls Accordion Band with the majorettes out in front. And 942 Springdale Purple Star. King William again. Lodge formed in the Springfield Road in 1903. Then into 513, No Surrender Lodge. And Pride of Green Island. Pride of Green Island flute band. Much more stately pace than most of the ones we've passed so far. Lodge 1231, the Sydenham Air Yard, and Crystal Spring Temperance 903. Another of the Scottish visiting bands, the Wishaw Purple Heroes Flute. And 1904 Artisans Lodge. And then 717, the Reverend William Maguire Memorial Total Abstinence, with the Reverend William Maguire on their banner. They were actually formed in Dublin in 1916 as the Dublin Volunteers, and then in 1927 a number of brethren from North Belfast Mission took over this warrant, changed the title in memory of the founder of the mission. Now into District 7, also from Clifton Street. Lodge 1985, the William Ricer Memorial, and the Everton Accordion Band from the Crumlin Road. '85 William Rice Memorial, and this is 1213's banner, the William Kirk Memorial. Their 70th anniversary this year. The young Calvé Flute Band from Glasgow, who were with us here last year. Lodge 1960, St. Paul's Church Defenders. Another temporary halt, but they're starting to move again now, as the young Calvé volunteers entertain us. Off we go again on the long walk. It's 5 miles from here to Edenderry. St. Paul's Church Defenders. And another Scottish band, the Govan Protestant Boys Flute from Glasgow. Also a return visit from them. There with 1118, the John E. Hall Memorial Lodge. Coming up now, 1311, the Lieutenant McKnight Memorial Temperance. This was formed in June 1924 as a memorial to Lieutenant Thomas McKnight, killed in action in World War I in February 1917. This is the lodge that Brother John Bryans belongs to, the gentleman we saw we went past here in the first car of the procession about an hour ago. Sandy Road, district number 5 now.